The final between Chelsea and PSG took place at the Lusail Iconic Stadium, Doha, on July 13, 2025. A storm of emotions, the climax of the whole summer. Chelsea under the leadership of Enzo Maresca played a determined match, and people expected Cole Palmer to explode. While PSG under the leadership of coach Luis Enrique just had a stormy season, Chelsea gave 200% of their strength, creating a breathtaking chase. The match ended with a narrow 3-2 victory for Chelsea. Palmer was the one who shined, 2 goals and an assist. The young player covered his face and cried when the referee blew the final whistle, in the embrace of his teammates and coach Maresca. As soon as the Chelsea players entered the tunnel to prepare for the award ceremony, Palmer was still shaking with joy. His eyes were red, his hands were shaking as he tried to grab a bottle of water, but he stumbled on the stairs. He slipped and was in an unnatural position, his left ankle twisted horribly, with a loud crack in the empty hallway. Palmer tried to stand up, but the pain was so great that he could not lift his foot. His teammates quickly came to his aid, and coach Maresca shouted, "Are you okay? Tell me." The stadium was still filled with the echoes of the departing stands, but in the tunnel, there was only heavy silence. At first, everyone thought he had a cramp, but when they saw his pale face, they understood that the situation was much more serious. Immediately, the medical team rushed over. They gently placed Palmer on a stretcher, fixing his ankle with a hard splint. Palmer tried to frown but still said reassuringly, "I'm okay. I'm okay." His voice was soft, but his eyes signaled extreme pain. The ambulance stopped right next to the entrance to the locker room. In the glare of headlights and cameras, Palmer was carried into the vehicle. The medical staff performed a preliminary clinical examination, told him to stay still, gave him painkillers. And then, the ambulance rushed into the Doha night. The ambulance arrived at Doha International Hospital after 15 minutes of travel. In the lobby, there were no reporters, only the medical team, the Chelsea team leader and the Palmer family. His mother was the first to arrive. She hugged her son, wiped away his tears, and he tried to hold back the pain, looking at his mother as if pleading, "Don't worry, Mom." The doctor entered the room immediately, checked X-rays, performed a Doppler ultrasound. The action was quick and professional. A British doctor stood watching the ultrasound machine, his face serious. "We need to confirm, it's not just a sprain." After nearly an hour of diagnosis, the results appeared before everyone. Cole Palmer had completely torn his anterior cruciate ligament, ACL, and medial collateral ligament, MCL. There was also a severe sprain in his ankle. The head doctor said bluntly, if he doesn't have surgery soon, his chances of returning to the pitch in 9 to 12 months are almost zero. The air in the room was cold. Palmer couldn't believe the results. His mother was choking with tears. Maresca and the team leader were silent, standing there, their eyes filled with confusion and anxiety. It wasn't just a loss of a match, but possibly a part of his career. After deciding to undergo emergency surgery at night to increase his chances of recovery, Palmer was taken to the operating room. He was alert to do the paperwork, signing, shaking the doctor's hand, trying to smile. "Everything will be fine, I'll be back." In the cold, brightly lit operating room, British and Qatari sports specialists worked with concentration. The surgery lasted for 3 hours, extremely complicated. The ACL ligament was reconstructed with a tendon graft, the MCL was fixed with titanium screws, the ankle was adjusted and fixed with a specialized brace. After leaving the room, Palmer was transferred to the recovery room. His mother was by his side, holding hands. On the hospital bed, he thought to himself, "I was at the peak of my emotions and then I fell, but I couldn't give up." He burst into tears, not because of the pain, but because of the awareness that from here on, he had to start over, from learning to walk, to stand, to run, to feel, to trust his body. Coach Maresca came to visit, his eyes red. "Cole, you are the future. We will go with you. From now on, everyone at Chelsea is for you." That certainty brought tears of joy to Palmer's eyes. He knew he was not alone. The first week, he was only allowed to walk slowly, with the support of a technician. After 10 days, Palmer started doing light resistance exercises with elastic bands, balance exercises, standing exercises. It hurt, he sweated, but he did not give up. In the second month, he switched to walking, then jogging for 10 to 15 minutes each session with a leg brace. His mother still came in every day, cooked high-protein meals, reminded him to drink enough water, vitamins, take his medication on time, and go to bed early. In the third month, he started doing more specific exercises, light squats, leg lifts, slowed changes of direction. Chelsea Gym designed a rehabilitation program for him, and the doctors created a strict follow-up schedule for him before July 30, 2025, 3 weeks before the surgery. During his long hospital stay, Palmer experienced moments that seemed unbearable. "I miss the pitch. I miss the feeling of running." He experienced it with Maresca. "Coach, I'm afraid I won't be able to play like before." Maresca replied, "Never think like that. The body can regenerate. What's important is the spirit."
And your spirit. No one can do it again. From inside the small apartment, the Chelsea coaching staff and team filmed a video message of encouragement. Former player Frank Lampard also sent a message: "When you have a small problem, you will naturally stand out more." Palmer's spirit rushed out like fire, and he vowed, "When I come back, I will be 110%. Quote,